Hey sis, good afternoon. This is Maya Lynn, Womb, founder of Womb Women Owned Minority Businesses. That phone never rings. And today is day 28, guys. Oh my goodness, day 28 of my 31 live days of December. And it is day 3 of Kwanzaa. And we are talking about the third principle of Kwanzaa UJIMA, which is collective work and responsibility. So, look, I am UJIMA is another. Well, I need to stop saying that. They're all just really important to me. So let me actually make myself a little smaller there so we can see the whole thing, right? So UJIMA, what I love about this particular principle and how it has applied to my life and my business, and it's actually how I ended up starting this amazing organization. And this principle is it is completely where that foundation is. So when I was a teacher for 20 years, over 20 years. And I was, in education, but most teachers had a side hustle, so I always had side hustles. And once I launched my tutoring company, I really wanted to get out and network more. I realized, even as a teacher, I realized networking is important. And as an entrepreneur, for folks who didn't know anything about my business, I realized networking was even more important. And so I started networking. I started going to different events and different organizations different like networking organizations here in the Richmond area. And they were all amazing. Every room I walked into, they were very welcoming. They were very interested in what my business was. Just generally very helpful. But one thing I noticed in the majority of these rooms that I walked in, I was either the only Black woman or one of maybe one other, maybe two, maybe, right? And in every single one I went to, every single meeting I went to, every single event I went to, I was like, okay, I know we network. I know, people of color come out, and I know we have businesses, right? I mean, goodness, I know a ton of business owners. Why aren't we at these BNI meetings or these? For those who aren't familiar with BNI, it's a huge networking organization, referral organization worldwide, and they have chapters all over the place. And I had attended a few of those, and a few other networking organizations that were local. And while I was just wildly impressed by how they worked together and how they supported each other, there was that missing element. I'm like, wait a second, hold on, where are we in all of this, and why aren't we taking advantage of this type of opportunity when there's so many of us that we're business owners? Just if you know anything about Richmond, Virginia, we really have a very strong Black business community. Like there's just a ton of folks, right? And it was just weird to know how many of us there were, and how few of us I would see in these networking organizations that were about their business. When I tell you, these folks were coming in, supporting, they were maintaining and understanding how much money they were helping each other make. I mean, it was on paper. Like you could look back at their books and know this chapter together made $20,000 just on referrals this month and things like that. And I'm like, man, we need this. Why aren't we doing this? Why aren't we in these chapters? And so part of me was, okay, I'm gonna join one of these, and then start bringing folks in. And I stopped. Right, I had to pause on that, and I said, so okay, there's a reason, Maya. It's not like these folks don't know about this. There's a reason why this isn't happening. And I looked at some of our networking events. So I purposefully started to seek out networking events that I know that, I knew that more of us were going to be at, right? And what I realized about our networking events, they were more social. They were more, hey, how you doing? It's great to meet you. Here's my card. Let's go grab a drink. There weren't too many sit down at the table and have a discussion meetings. And look, this is what, 2021. So this is maybe 7-8 years ago. And I said, wait a second. Okay. So we're networking, right? But we're not doing the same type of networking that I'm seeing other folks do. And but we're making connections, we're building. It's just more of a social thing. How can we marry those two things? And because these folks are making money, right? And I'm very aware of the income gap between Black women and white women and Asian. Like, I know the income gap, right? So even for entrepreneurs, and so I understood we're all networking, but clearly there's more money being made over here. And why is that? How can we're a community. We're a community of people that naturally come together for everything. We come together for everything. We celebrate everything. So of course, networking is going to lots of times be a social situation for us, because we're just a social people. And I love that about us. I was like, but why can't we also make sure that we are financially supporting us? And that is really where the whole principle of UJIMA is for me. Again, collective work. Let me show it to you again. Collective work and responsibility, right? I'm going to make it big. So to build and maintain our community together, and to make our brothers and sisters' problems our problems and solve them together. And I said, you know what? Why can't we take these concepts, take who we are and not lose who we are, but also merge this concept? And I said this the other day. I stopped seeking a seat at other folks' table and recognize, you know what? No, we're just going to build our own. And that's where WOMB came from. WOMB, the purpose of the organization was to, we still have that social side. We do, because that's just who we are, right? But then we also have the side where we're sitting down, we're talking about money. Let's talk about how we can collaborate and come together. Who do you know, right? Who can you connect me with? And so when you come to a WOMB or a WOMB event, we're going to be talking about connections. Who do you need to know right now? What do you need in your business that I might be able to help you with? I might not be able to, you might not become a client of mine, but I can connect you to this person that I know. In fact, in our Facebook group, for those who are in our Facebook group, one of the first things we ask you when you join, like, hey, where are you from? Tell us about your business, and what's one connection you need right now? What is something we can start working on for you right now as a community, right? That's one of the first things we want to know. And when you join the organization, when someone becomes a part of the organization, again, that's the, hey, what do you need? What kind of connections do you need right now? And what we're about to launch on January 2nd and talk about on January 2nd, it's just going to take all of that to the next level. It is this principle of UJIMA. It is all about working together and recognizing that we're responsible for each other, and that is okay. Like, when we come together and build together and collaborate together and help each other out, we all ascend. Yes, we all ascend. And so the spirit of the principle of UJIMA is really the foundation of women-owned minority businesses. Again, all the principles somehow are a part of what we do in the organization, but UJIMA is pretty special. Tomorrow too, I can't wait to talk about day 4. But if you are interested in learning more about our organization, by all means, stop by our website. You're going to go to wombbiz.org. And I took my banner down so y'all can't see it. I gotta show that, right? There we go. WOMBiz. It says wombbiz.com. It is wombbiz.org. Y'all, let me take that down. And stop by and say hello. And of course, we want you to come by our Facebook group. If you are not a part of our free Facebook group, the Womb Network, there's our information right there. You go to Facebook /groups/ the Womb Network, or just search the Womb Network and you'll find us. All right. We are adding sisters every single day. We have a challenge coming up starting next Sunday called the Start Strong Challenge. And look, y'all, when we do challenge every quarter. When we do a challenge, it is all about making sure that you are kicking up your productivity and you're focusing on those all important goals. If you have not set your goals yet for 2022, don't panic. We're going to help you out step by step next week. We're going to kick it off on Sunday. 5-day challenge. We're going to focus on life goals, financial goals, looking at your goals for the year, and looking at how to make sure that you're doing these daily steps every day to make sure that you're actually going to implement and execute. Plan, implement, execute. That's just what I believe, right? So starting on January 2nd, if you look in the description, which is either down here or up here or over there, I don't know where, it depends on where you are, depends on what platform you're on right now. We have the link to the Start Strong Challenge, so go ahead and register. We're gonna have prizes. It's gonna be a good time. This is my favorite challenge. We did the Finish Strong Challenge, and so now we're kicking into the Start Strong Challenge for 2022, starting on January 2nd. And I have a ton of other announcements on January 2nd too, but I want to make sure we get that out there because registration is open. All right, so again, I hope you really embrace the principle of UJIMA and understand that collective worker responsibility. We are responsible for each other. If we come together and work together, we all can ascend. Sis, there's nothing more powerful than the council of women. So go grab your sister. Come on and let's work together and build together so that we all can get to the next level. All right, y'all be blessed. And I will see you tomorrow for day 4 of Kwanzaa and day 29 of my 31 live days. Be blessed, guys. Bye.